Welcome back to NatureLabs' live coverage of the Ontario provincial election. Now, of course, we know the main candidates for tonight's race. It's Doug Ford and his Ontario Progressive Conservative Party. It's Merritt Stiles and the Ontario NDP, her first race as leader of the party. Bonnie Crombie and the Ontario Liberal Party, also her first race as leader. And Mike Schreiner of the Ontario Green Party. He's been around for a few elections now. Now, traditionally, we should know where these parties, where these leaders sit on the ideological spectrum, the left-right axis. And we've always kind of slotted the Conservatives as center-right and the Liberals as center-left. But the reality is our political ideologies are beginning to morph and change, not only in Ontario, not only in Canada, but really around the world. And that's kind of a shift away from the left-right axis to the populist globalist axis, something that Stephen Harper talked about in his book after he left office as Prime Minister, something that more and more people are talking about around the world. Why does this matter? Well, of course, ideology helps us understand the grouping of ideas that the leaders and political parties have. And in this race, if anybody's trying to reshape that ideological spectrum, it's probably Doug Ford and the Progressive Conservatives. The PCs have been around since the dawn of our federation, but in many ways, Doug Ford is a populist. He was when he was in City Hall in Toronto. He is now as the Premier of Ontario and leader of the Progressive Conservative Party. So to really understand this race and to understand the groupings of the ideas of those who are running for Premier of Ontario, it's best to understand not just only the left-right axis as we've originally defined it, but the emerging globalist populist axis, because that'll help you understand this race, the policies that are being proposed, and of course, what they're offering up as a way to rebut another populist, US President Donald Trump. So let's get a refresher on ideology and this emerging idea of populist versus globalist.